Alrighto lads, well you saw that I started the video off with setting it all up, went and do other things, come back, and typical Australia weather, it's pouring down rain. So I've had to pack everything up, move it, relocate forward a bit, and it's a bit more squeezy over here, but at least I'm out of the rain. Before I get started, my audio might sound funny because I'm having to use Bluetooth headphones because of the rain. Hopefully it works out alright, otherwise I'm going to have to do a voiceover the video at the end. So, getting started on this, I want to take the nut off the axle, or not off, just make it loose first. Whoever old mate bought this car from put washers as spacers behind. He already knows this, as he's got some spacers to put on. So at the end of this video clip, we'll be putting the spacers on. Okay, so now I need to get this cap off here so I can get to the nut. You can use a screwdriver. Just super cheap chisel that I've got. It is used for this purpose multiple times. Righto. Well, someone's been here before. That's all smashed up. Look at that. Somebody's been whacking at it with a hammer. And this cotter pin is definitely needs to be replaced. I wanted to reuse it, but I'm gonna have to go in track down a replacement one. What a pain in the ass that is. Look at that. I won't be able to reuse that, unfortunately. Alright, since I'm here, I might as well give it a go. Now, I've put it in the four-wheel drive mode. I'm going to use my impact wrench to see if I can get this off. It's just an Azito. It's for light jobs. Well, there you go. I did not expect it to work, but thought I'd give it a go anyway. Alright, so I'm not going to take that off yet. I just wanted it to be loose. So I'll put that back on. Had I not been able to do that, I would have just put the tyre back on and then use a breaker bar to crack it. Next thing I'll do is, okay, so let's remove this caliper now. I've already removed loosened the bolts, because like I said earlier, I was all set up to do this. So 15mm bolts. And they're both the same length, so it doesn't really matter which way they get back in. I'm just going to get this out of the way. So just hanging the caliper out of the way there. So I'm just going to undo that line as well while I'm there. 12mm by looks of it. Yeah, 12mm. I don't want to forget where this mount went, so I'm just going to put a small cable tie around that. Okay, so that's loose and pretty much out of the way. So I just moved the caliper over to the other side there. Take the caliper mount off. I feel about 17. Yes, they are. Who the hell friggin' did that one up? Oh, the bottom one's nice and easy. Alright, same deal, same size, so it doesn't matter which way to get back in. This guy here fell off. If they fall off, put them back on, because they stop the noise in your brakes. When you hit the brakes, you'll hear a thump in the front brakes, and you'll be thinking, what's that noise? It's because those noise suppressors have been removed. Let's get this tie rod end off now. So just try and straighten up this pin. Again, it's all kind of how you're going. Don't think I'll be able to reuse this one either. If things are just done right, it wouldn't be so challenging to get them out. That worked out alright, eh? Just happened to have a bit of welding rod sit on the ground next to me from when I made the mount for the caliper. I think I'll have to go and chase up a couple of new pins. That's a 19, is it? Beautiful. Oh, too easy. Just put that back down there. Stand back. There it goes. Remove this axle nut now. I'll get this off. Alright, since I'm at this part here and I can see that sensor properly, rather than taking the knuckle off and put it on the ground and playing with it there, I'll just get the sensor out right now. Don't know why it has to be so tough to get out, but anyway, it is what it is. Almost there. Alright, so two ways I can do this. I can either undo the ball joint here, knock it at the end there, get it off, or undo the nut and bolts, the 3 nut and bolts there. I think I'll do that because I know that the bottom ball joint can be a pain in the butt. Sometimes it can be really easy, and sometimes you could be there for hours and it might turn inside and it's a headache you don't want. And the top ball joint is easy because it's just got those 3 bolts there, so no worries. I'm going to leave them to last, I think. We'll tackle them down there. It looks like 17 again. Slimy little suckers. So you got to be mindful of that when putting it back together, that you're putting these 2 front nuts, or bolts rather, back in the top as it goes in. So I'll make sure I record that on the install. Alright, there's the bottom loose. Now we get these top ones done. 12 again. Probably wouldn't hurt to get another trolley jack underneath this right now. Just make a bit of room here. We'll see. I'm going to do it without the jack. Yeah, that's not a good idea. So I just put a trolley jack underneath the ball joint, so that's where I'm pushing up from. So we're just going to bring that up. You know, I bought that jack 31 years ago from a place in the Illawarra called Fleming's, Unanderra to be more precise. And yeah, I've never had a problem with it, eh? Don't use it as much as I used to, but I just keep it around. Okay. There we go. It's ready to come off now. Just take that bolt out the rest of the way. Get that upper control arm out of the way. Alright, so since I've got this far, I can actually get these bolts here out. Alright, so let's get this bolt out. And we can move that over there and get this bolt out. Gives a look what I was doing there, so I was turning it, the knuckle that way, got that bolt out, then the same the other way, I got the other bolt out from the other side. Now I'm going to take the jacket completely away, and this will drop out. Like so. I'm just going to take it out of forward drive mode, so I can turn that, get easier access. What I'm doing is I'm using the extension and the 14mm socket from coming in from this way, and I'm going to get the 14mm spanner to hold the nut on or the bolt rather, on the other side. But I'll just show you from this side here, get an idea. So what I'm going to be doing is just holding the other side like that. You should be able to see that. Yeah, maybe the top one's easier. I'm just going to hold it back from turning while I undo it from the front. Just leaving the camera where it is a better option. Get on there. One more. You know, watching a video like this, I'm taking out all the lengthy parts. So I'm probably the best part into an hour right now. So just be prepared. If you're doing this, you might watch a 10-minute video. Probably a 1 or 2 hour job. Okay, that's loose as well. What happened to the bolt? Well, there it is. Now this just comes off, easy peasy stuff. I'll give you a look at that on the outside. Because the bolts move, it's going to make it a little bit tricky to get back on, but it's alright, I can work it out. There you go. So we get one on first. I've changed cameras, so hopefully the audio is better. And this one I don't know. The other one was going flat. Okay, that's on. Turn that. Basically that's what I'm going to do, just the same way I kind of took it off, you know. Alright, last two down the bottom. Easy enough to reach. Make sure I can turn it on properly by hand. Bit of worse place to cross thread a bolt and nut, that's for sure. Next one. Basically I'm going to do that the whole way. Just tighten all four of these up right now, and there's no point recording every single nut and bolt I do there. That's those four done. Now putting this back together here, same way we took it off. These ball joints need to be replaced as well. Too easy to move, very loose. Take this nut off. We'll get that on first. Bring that mount there underneath. Get this into there. Alrighty. Just leaving that nut on loose to start off with. Now this mount, ball joint mount underneath there, needs to be lined up. I'll just give you a quick look. So what I'm doing there, there's one hole there. I'm getting lined up. Once I've got that one bolt in, the other should be relatively easy. Okay, that's that side. Come in this side. It's the end one that's the pain in the butt. Alright, I've got two short ones in to start off with, just so I can get that top one there lined up. Now that it is, I'll get this in. Just move over a little bit. Okay, that's the bugger to get one. As you got that one, the others are easy. Okay. Put the bigger bolt in. Same on this side, take the small one out. Bigger one in. There you go. That's how easy it should have been in the first place. And let's put these nuts back on. It's a matter of tightening everything back up now. I can tighten them back up later. I'll get the top ball joint in first. Hold everything together. Take that away. They're the same. No, this one here is a little bit taller if you wish. That means the cotter pin is going to work better on that one, so I'll put the original one back on. I need to put it back in four-wheel drive mode. That's as far as my impact wrench will take that. Pretty much how it was when it came off anyway. Now I'll put a cotter pin in. Cover back on. It's pretty much just put it all back together now. Put it through the other way so I can see what I'm doing there. Okay, put this caliper mount back on. Okay, that's in place there. Where's that one gone? Still working? Yep. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to get a bit of cleaner to clean these pads, clean my hands, so I can clean the rotor, I mean. So I put the pads in the rotor back on clean. We don't want any oil contamination on there. It'll burn away, but still, well, prevention is better than a cure. Okay, and get the other side as well, a bit harder, but get a fresh clean rag. Oh, the crap that comes off it. That's brake dust and everything, it's not just grease or stuff. Too easy. This caliper over here should just slide back on. Yep, beautiful. Sometimes the caliper can close, and you need to use a piston compress tool to if you got one. If you don't, get one, because they're worth it. They're only a couple of bucks. This tool here, piston compressor, I've used it a couple of times, it still looks new. Yeah, it takes the effort out of pressing that piston back in, but there's other ways to do it. Okay, that's back in, that's done. I'm going to put this back on. Break that cable tie first. That's why I use the little one, because it's easy to break. Alrighty, well that's it for the CV. But I'm just going to keep going now about doing that sensor, because I've got to find how to put it back in properly. The car came to me with it already unplugged and hanging, so I've got to look at the passenger side, see how it goes through, work out how that all goes back together. But that's this part, the CV part, all done and dusted. New sensors in. It's nothing like the other side, so I couldn't follow a pattern. This is just my best guess. So up through the clipping there, back around, up underneath here, and it clips back up to there, comes down to there, plugs into that little bit of the clip there, and then as it goes up there, it's not going to hurt anything, but I've got nowhere else to clip it into further up, so it's just going to hang loose like that. Okay, so much better than washers, but old mate tells me that the spacers are also illegal, which makes absolutely no sense. Better than using washers, but anyway, it is what it is if you're going to make the rim fit. So just be warned, I guess, that it might be illegal in your state, country, or whatever. Alright, till next time guys, cheers. Okay, so new sensors in. The best way I found it to go is because it does not. But had I not been able to turn that, I would have put the wheel back on and cracked it with a torque. Now, if my why do I always forget the fucking name to this thing? Some bitch. Alright, for kicks and giggles, no. Some bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Enough. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, say them something. The hell? Hey, fucking motherfucker. Don't jump on me, bloody friggin' grasshopper. No, they've been playing with it. May and Sparrow chasing it. And it comes to me for help, I think. No, I'm not going to help you. Freaking give you to the bird.